Hello, everybody. I'm checking in from my parents' home in Lawrence, Massachusetts. I didn't think I was going to check in this weekend, but then not a lot of stuff happened, but there's just stuff I didn't want to forget to talk about next time that I updated. So I figured my parents are out running errands, so I figured I'd just sort of check in. Yesterday, before I left, I had my training session at the gym. And we did our training session outside because it was a really nice day out. And I know whenever my trainer is taking us outside that it's going to be a really hard workout because it involves a lot of sprinting. And although I like running, I am not a speed runner. I am not a sprinter. I am a distance girl. So anyway, it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And one thing that I've been discovering about myself for this go round with exercise is I'm really not just enjoying exercise, but it's hard to explain. It's like it's a way for me to prove to myself and those around me what my body is capable of doing. And I'm finding that I'm capable of a lot. And I really started thinking, my trainer asked me about a tattoo I have on my back. I never used to wear tank tops to training, but now I started because I'm feeling a little more confident lately. So he asked me about the tattoo on my shoulder, which is, it's a phoenix, and it's got a couple different meanings for me, which is what I like about it. There's, for me, a religious meaning, and there's also very personal meaning. And now I'm starting to think about the fact that it means a lot to me in terms of my physical composition, my body and my nutrition and everything. Thinking about back where I was in my life almost exactly a year ago is pretty incredible. We sat down before my training session yesterday and sort of reevaluated. Now that I'm starting up training again, let's take a look back at where I was and where I am now and where I want to be. And it was really great. It was crazy because it's been almost exactly a year to the day that I started with my trainer. So we were both kind of blown away at how much progress that I had made since then. And he was really proud of the fact that I've been able to stay so motivated. So about a year ago, I was over 200 pounds, which is crazy. I mean, I never in my life thought that I would be that way. Have always pretty much been overweight growing up and in high school and in college. There was one brief fleeting moment when I was not overweight, but that didn't last very long. So I've always been overweight, but a year ago I was over 200 pounds, which just blows my mind. On my home scale, I was 217 pounds, and when I weighed in as that and saw the stretch marks on my stomach, I said, oh my gosh, I need to do something. So that's what motivated me to start working out. And since then, I've lost a little over 35 pounds, which has been pretty cool. I'm glad that it's taking time. I don't think that losing weight fast helps anything. In that time when I was not overweight in college, I lost like 40 pounds in maybe 2 months, 3 months, and it was just too much. I mean, I didn't know it was too much, and so it didn't last, and it hurt me more than it helped me to lose weight that fast. So I'm glad that it's taking time. I've lost 35 pounds in a year, and hopefully within the next year I'll be down to where I want to be. And I think it could even be sooner than that. My goal weight is 155, which is just on the edge of being on the normal BMI range for my height. So my goal is to get to 155. That's the skinniest I've ever been. And then once I get there, sort of evaluate what my goals are, whether it's to lose, 10 more pounds or 15 more pounds, or if I want to tone up and use that as a way to lose the weight too. So, I don't want to have the discussion before I'm ready for it because there's a lot of work to do before then. But so it was really cool to sit down and talk with my trainer and just say, this is where I was and this is where I am now. And one thing he said to me was like, you are one of those people who doesn't seem to have any problem staying motivated. So whatever works for you, whatever you've been doing, just keep doing it. So, I mean, I chalk up a lot of that to dailyburn.com, my favorite site in the entire world. It's like I can't go a day without going on it. It's been a huge factor in my success for sure, I think. So anyway, so it was really cool. It was a great training session, and it also made me think, because there's this one lady. I mean, everybody I train with is really nice, and I hate to talk badly about people, but there was this one lady who I'm going to be training with Mondays and Thursdays, and she's nice and she's personable, but she complains a lot when we're training. I mean, and when I'm training, that's for my time to be in the zone and to prove this is what I'm capable of. And my trainer pushes me, and I do what he tells me to do, you know, and I push myself too. But she was just complaining the whole time, like, oh, this sucks, and blah blah blah, and I don't know. She just was very negative, and I was kind of like, well, if you're going to pay to work with a trainer, wouldn't you want to push yourself? But it made me think about the fact that so many people out there who are dealing with weight loss or exercise have such a negative point of view. Like, they hate themselves, they hate their bodies. When they mess up, they hate themselves because they ate a cupcake or something, you know? And it's hard for me to be that way. I mean, I guess I was that way for a long time, but honestly, that's what made me stay fat. And that's what made me be not successful. It's because every time I did something bad, I would beat myself up about it. And I mean, what does that get you? It just makes you feel worse about yourself. So why would you want to go exercise when you already feel terrible about the fact that you, I don't know, had a slice of pizza, you know? I hate dieting, that term, and I hate all that sort of stuff because it zeroes in on the negative aspect of being healthy. I like to look at my lifestyle right now as I'm learning how to be healthy. When you think about it as a diet, then you're saying, okay, here's all the stuff that I can't eat. And if I eat it, then I failed. You know, if you're thinking about living a healthy lifestyle, it's about balance. You know, I eat pizza. I'm glad to eat pizza. I love pizza. And I love beer. And I have both of those things all the time, but just in moderation. And so I think if people could start to change their perspective to see, you know, losing weight as a healthy lifestyle change and not so much as here's all the stuff that I now cannot do because I'm trying to lose weight, I think it makes a big difference. I mean, for me, the options are endless. I mean, I look at my day and I say, all right, what are all the great things that I can eat, that I can put into my body that are going to make me feel great? You know, I don't think, all right, what can't I eat today? You know, it's the slightest change, and in essence, I guess it's the same, but for me, it's all about the perspective. And I think if you have a positive perspective, it makes getting in shape and being healthy really fun. I mean, I enjoy it. I like pushing myself. I like being sweaty and being a little bit sore. It makes me feel like, oh, my muscles are starting to get toned and all that stuff. And when I eat well, I mean, I just feel good. I really do. So, I mean, it's my hope that people, you know, start to think about having a positive outlook on weight loss, because I've been the negative route. And I can tell you firsthand, it does not work, and it makes you feel worse about yourself. And that's hard. It's hard to, especially if you're overweight already, it's hard to feel good about yourself. I mean, we live in a world where if you're not a size 6, and even if you are a size 6, you know, then people think that you're fat, which is not true. You have to feel good about yourself, and you have to learn to love yourself, I think, before you can take care of yourself. It's just like, you know, if you don't love somebody and you have to take care of them, it's more of a task and a chore. If you really love somebody and you have to take care of them when they're sick or when they're not doing well, you are happy to do that because you want to see them happy. And it's the same with yourself, you know. If you don't love yourself, why would you want to take care of yourself, or why would you want to treat yourself well? If you do love yourself, then you want to treat your body the best it can be, and you want to treat yourself really well too. So I think that's important.